Wow! Jeez, what the hell, man?
Still in control and the overwhelming feelings of rage.
No! A normal amount of rage!
You do revert back to Gen form when you sleep.
Was the air horn really necessary?
For comedy, absolutely. This is a multi-year journey you're about to embark on.
Hey everyone, I'm Alex Rodriguez.
And I'm Chad Fehr.
And this is Nerd Java, where we talk about everything movies, TV shows, video games, all while having a hot cup of joe.
There you go. All right, so today we are reviewing the new Disney Plus series, She-Hulk. Just debuted this last week. That's something else that we're doing that's a little different. With episodics, we're going to start just doing the first episode, and then at the very end of the season, we'll do a recap.
Yep, sounds good. So today we're just gonna go over episode 1, what our thoughts were, what we liked, what we disliked, and what we're looking forward to or not.
So in this first episode, the general plot line was to give you the origin story of She-Hulk. So it goes into the background, establishes the She-Hulk's character as a lawyer, and her background and her connection with Bruce Banner, aka the Hulk, and it goes into that full background story. So jumping into things with this, I have to ask, do you want to start with overall thoughts, or do you want to start about what you enjoyed about it?
Well, I will say that there was not much I enjoyed about it. Unfortunately. I think the only thing I liked about it, which is just a small point, just that it's just another continuation of the overall Marvel story. I love seeing Bruce Banner and Mark Ruffalo in it again. But yeah, my overall thoughts, especially towards the end, it was just rather cringe for me.
Really?
I just didn't enjoy a lot. I thought the CGI was not that great on her face.
Okay.
Some of the things were forced. I know some people like the breaking of the fourth wall. I did not like it.
As you do it right there. I love that. I love that. That's great.
I don't know. Especially that one where the last one with Bruce Banner, where I'm okay with the opening one where she just breaks it to kind of be like, hey, let's jump into the origin story.
Right.
That was okay. I think I would have been okay with just that first one, but then the one at the end when they're at the bar and he's like something about Bruce and she turns back and then quickly looks back again when Bruce looks at her, I was just like, come on. I don't know.
Okay. So I think this is going to be one of the first times that we really disagree on something.
Yeah, it seems like it. Yeah. You guys are in for a treat on this one.
So just so you all know, I normally have all this comic book background knowledge anytime we're talking about Marvel stuff, or actually comic book characters in general. This is one of the few characters I don't have a lot of familiarity with. Every MCU product that has come out so far, I've really known the characters with the exception of Shang-Chi.
Okay.
I wasn't familiar with that, but I found the story to be great. So coming into She-Hulk, my knowledge of her, other than she's related to Bruce Banner and she existed, was non-existent for me.
Same here. I had no clue about She-Hulk at all.
But I think that was good for me, though, because then I wasn't as critical, because I've been pretty critical of a lot of the other products that Marvel has put out, saying, hey, why couldn't they have done this before, or why'd they do it this way? And so I didn't have those moments with this one, which I think benefited me in it. I enjoyed a lot of things with it. You mentioned the fourth wall. Whenever that character did that early on, I'm not gonna lie, it set a little bit of a Deadpool expectation for me, because I love the Deadpool movies.
Sure.
So I was like, oh, okay, it's gonna be kind of fun like that. I hope that they continue to do that. I know that you probably won't. I hope that they continue to do that. The cool thing about that is it's like with Deadpool, he acknowledges that he's in a comic book. He's the only person in the MCU that knows that he's in a comic book. So I guess that's why it might not work, but I like it in terms of moving the story ahead.
Sure. I don't mind it. Again, I just don't like those super cheesy moments. I felt and for me, I feel like She-Hulk, Deadpool's, one of the rated R movies. So, I mean, it goes to a whole different sort of audience, right? I feel like She-Hulk is starting to kind of have this sort of CW feel.
No,
just a little bit to where they're, because CW is very PG. It's very, main audience, like broad audience. You know, Deadpool's kind of specifically for like an older.
Oh, and I get
audience.
that.
So I just feel like I don't know. The She-Hulk was just a little playful. I think they're doing that with all the Disney shows, to be honest.
Right, right.
It's nothing just on She-Hulk, but I really felt that. And for me, like if I'm gonna get straight to the point about like, especially like why I didn't like, well, not why I didn't like it, but one of the final things that was just the nail in the coffin of like, oh yeah, I didn't like episode 1. Was the ending.
Oh, I'll give you that one. I will give you that one. Yes.
I mean, she's in the courtroom after we've explained her whole origin story. And then there's really not much kind of backstory to what she's doing there, who she's, you know, trying or whatever the case is being involved. And all of a sudden,
it's going back to the very beginning. The case that she was talking about that she was like trying to rehearse with her colleagues.
Right, but is there anything really going on with the person?
No, the case is pretty irrelevant.
That's what I'm saying. But like, so where does this villain come in, breaking through the wall, just out of nowhere? Like, who breaks into a courtroom?
That felt very like 70s Batman.
Yes.
I'll give you that. It felt, yes.
So it's like just came out of nowhere with no intention, with no reason. And
she's not a known villain.
She's not a known villain. She's not, what is she there for She-Hulk?
They never even
She's not there for her. Yeah, she's not there. You don't know. She just, hey, I'm a villain.
Yep.
Who's going to stop me? Can anyone stop me
and
here?
That's why I said it feels very, very 70s Batman. Yeah.
And if it was an intentional throwback, then I like. But I don't know.
I don't think it was. No, I don't think it was.
Okay, then I'll take away the credit. Then.
Yeah. No, I'll fully give you that.
And it also just reminds me of the Kool-Aid man just breaking through. You know, like they have that in the Family Guy scene where it's like, oh no, oh yeah, it just breaks through the wall. That's what that character did. It just broke through the wall and was like, hey.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of would have loved it if they would have exactly done that. I kind of would have loved that. But I think there was a lot of redeeming things with this. I mean, I loved...
What else did you like about it besides the breaking the wall?
I enjoyed that they really established a connection between She-Hulk and Hulk. Like that they established that relationship. They they had a fun fight scene that felt very much to me like siblings. Yeah. Having an older brother who thought they knew everything.
Yeah.
I identified with She-Hulk in this one because Bruce Banner and the Hulk did something that I'm going to personally coin as Hulk-Splaining. So trying to explain to the She-Hulk how to be the best Hulk possible. So I enjoyed seeing the fight scene, and especially like once they broke the bar, they just demolished it, and suddenly they're like, okay, now we're good. Because I mean, did you have a sibling? Do you have any siblings?
Yeah, okay. I was the youngest of 3, so I had an older brother also. So
and anytime you broke anything, suddenly you're friends again.
Yeah,
like, oh,
now
fight's over.
Real. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Coffee table's broken. Yeah.
So I appreciated that. That was fun to me. I think that this series is also addressing some holes within MCU canon. As far as it explains, it goes a little bit more into how smart Hulk is there.
Yeah.
I know they talked a little bit about it in the diner, but they go more into it, talk about the inhibitor that he wears, all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I dig that. So I like that part of it. I've not seen the second episode yet, but I've heard that they address the original Hulk movie with Ed Norton.
Yes.
So they bring that officially into canon, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
So there's things like that I do like about this.
Again, this is an episode 1 review. It's not the overall show. It's not all out yet. This is just our thoughts on episode 1. So I'm actually hoping for the best.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that
as an MCU fan, you wanted to build and...
Sure. I was disappointed. But again, like, the first one is always kind of, it's like the pilot. You know, sometimes the pilot's not always that good.
Right.
But I am looking forward to seeing Daredevil come back, Charlie Cox's character. And also, like you were saying, they're bringing in the Incredible Hulk with Edward Norton. But they're also bringing back Tim Roth as Abomination in episode 2.
There's a couple things that I didn't care for in the first episode. There was a couple scenes to me personally that I felt were unnecessary. They didn't add anything to the storyline.
Yeah.
Right after the car accident. Yeah.
The bar scene?
The bar scene. It just didn't hit me right.
Yeah.
It seemed kind of a pointless thing for me. I don't feel like it moved the story forward.
I have to agree. It was a little out of place.
Yeah.
I did hear that the director tried to fight to keep that scene in.
Apparently
there's some importance of the bonding of the women in the bathroom. But
the end scene, we talked a little bit about that as far as like, it was okay. Like it reestablished her as a lawyer. I didn't see the point of the villain.
Yeah.
I did think it was funny that she took the time to take off her shoes because she liked her shoes. And that just once again shows the differential between her and Hulk.
Sure.
Like she can go, okay, I need to do things before I Hulk out.
Yeah.
So I appreciated that. I found it a little funny. It's like, oh yeah, the shoes. The other thing that I didn't really like is I don't understand why they did CGI versus using body paint. Because like Gamora, throughout her use in the MCU, always had body paint. It worked. It looked right.
Yeah.
The CGI was just a little weird. I understand they do that with Bruce Banner. Because you can't.
I don't know why Bruce's looks so good.
Right,
But it's also because I feel like they made it look. Even it's kind of looking like Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah.
It's not Mark Ruffalo though. I feel like this one they really try to keep her face just like right dead center of
which
this
is all the more
mask.
why didn't they just body paint it?
Yeah. Body painted her face.
Yeah.
Somewhat blended that in with the CGI.
They could have made it work.
Done.
Yeah.
For me, it just seems also like when it really seems like she's not going to do the whole secret identity thing, right? It seems like she
blew it. Yeah.
She's just going to always be. I just feel like it's going to look weird, just her being big and green and walking around.
Well, but it depends though.
Doing stuff,
it depends on if that's part of the comic canon or not.
That's true.
If her character is normally just, hey, here's who I am, and because that's what Captain America did. Everyone knew who Captain America was. Same for Tony Stark. Everyone knew who that was.
Yeah.
Not everyone has a secret identity.
Well, I guess for me, it's just because the CGI looks so cringe that I just don't want to see her in that.
That's fair. That's
so
fair.
often.
That's fair.
Yeah, I feel like
Well, CGI is expensive, so hopefully they don't keep doing it as much.
Hopefully they save some budget for something else. But
if we're looking into ratings, and I'm cutting it off right now because I know you have nothing else positive to say about this.
I don't know if I have anything else negative either. So.
Well, I was gonna say, is there any more bashing that you'd like to do on this? I didn't go online beforehand. I didn't jump in until after I had watched the episode to see.
Same.
And I was like, oh my goodness, people are just pouring the haterade all over this.
But that's usually the case with most things, though.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons why I wanted to do this show, because I feel like people always do bash on things.
Yeah.
A little unjustly.
So you wanted to bash on it a little bit yourself?
I wanted to bash stuff myself. No, I wanted to.
But you feel your bashing is justified.
Yeah, because I don't normally do it. I don't normally bash. Just this one. This was just really bad for me. I just. I
feel like I'm normally the one that's like super like.
Yeah, you're the one to be more bashing than me. I feel like I like to see the better, like try to see the good in most of stuff, like to give people credit for their hard work and, hey, at least they tried kind of type of deal. But this one I just felt like, man, they could have done so much better. Like there was just a few things like, I'm excited for episode 2 regardless. I just really didn't like episode 1.
All right.
Are you ready to rate it?
Yeah, let's rate it.
I mean, I don't know if it's really that surprising what my rating might be for this one, but
I'm gonna guess 1.5. Is that high?
2 cups for me.
Okay.
2 just with it having me being excited for episode 2 at least. If I didn't hear that Charlie Cox was coming out, or that Tim Roth was coming back, or that they're actually addressing the original Incredible Hulk, not original, just the previous canon. Maybe I wouldn't be so excited, but I'm excited about the rest of the show and see what happens.
All right. Well, for me, jumping into it, I think that I would. No. Come on now. I'm gonna give it. Wow, this feels weird.
So you guessed me. Let me guess you.
Okay.
I think you're gonna give it 3.5.
I'm rolling right there. I want to be. I'm hesitant to give it a 3.5 because I gave Thor: Love and Thunder 3.5, and I enjoyed Thor: Love and Thunder more because it was funny. It was really funny to me. So I would give it a solid 3 though. I mean, it's worth the watch for me. I have confidence that it's going to build because as they pull her into the rest of the MCU. Mm-hmm. I think it'll be good because they need to establish her as part of the new Avengers, I think is what they're planning on doing.
Oh, right.
So I think they're going to start pulling her in and making her more of a force of a character.
Okay. I mean,
Did you at least stick around through the post-credits?
No.
Okay, so Marvel, you know that Marvel always does post-credit scenes.
I didn't care for this. Sorry, that last scene just had me done.
Okay, so the reason you want to go back and watch this, because at the very beginning, how they were debating on whether or not Captain America was a virgin.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So they actually answer that. So they're sitting at the bar, they're back at the bar, yeah. And Bruce Banner ends up sharing something, and we that like Captain America actually Hey y'all, my name is Chad Fehr, and I'm one of the hosts of Nerd Java. Are you an independent or large studio movie or TV producer? We would love to review your work. please reach out to us at this email right here, and we'll get back in touch with you. Also, be sure to like and subscribe before we take off from our video. There's a lot more Nerd Java coming your way.